Let's create a custom repeating pattern in Photoshop. I'm in the new document setup here, and if you go to File, New, or Control N, or Command N on a Mac, you will get here too. Make your document 100 pixels by 100 pixels, 72 DPI or PPI here. This is pixels per inch. We're going to use a web standard. If you're doing this for print, and I want to say this if you're, going to output this on paper or somewhere, you'd want that to be 300. We're doing this for web, so keep it this way. Click Create, and we're going to zoom in with Command or Control. If you're on a PC, it's Control plus. Zoom up, or you could use the magnifying tool too. Either one. And if you're using the magnifying tool, the hotkey is Z, I believe, and the zoom in is going to be the default, and Option or Alt is going to be zoom out. Two ways to do it. Go down here and choose the triangle shape from the shape menu. Make sure your fill is set to black and create a triangle. I'm going to now duplicate that layer. Oops, I don't know what I just did there, but ignore that. Duplicate layer. Okay, so I've got two triangles. Now I'm going to go into my view and set this to pattern preview. What that's going to do is allow me to view this as a repeating pattern because Photoshop is going to show me these shapes multiplied. So I'm going to go ahead and select triangle 1, and I'm going to move that over here in the corner, and I'm going to select the first triangle and move that like this. Now, this is kind of up to you at this point where you want these things to be. I kind of just arrange it with my eye and see, where that shape needs to be to repeat it evenly. And usually I end up putting one kind of in the corner like that. And if you zoom out, you can kind of see what that's going to look like on a larger scale. When you're happy with it, you're going to go up to Edit, Define Pattern, and give this a name. I'm going to call this Triangle Pattern Black and click OK. Now the cool thing is that in any document I create now, that pattern is saved to my pattern library. So let's go ahead and create a new document again, and this one will be a little bit bigger, 500 pixels by 500 pixels, and we're going to do 72 DPI again. And now let's say I wanted to fill this whole space with a pattern. I can click down here in my layers panel and go to pattern. And I've got a few triangle patterns at this point, but my recent one that I did, triangle pattern black, is right there. Now, let's say I wanted to add a color to this or change the color of the triangles. We can actually do this in a couple different ways, but one of my favorite things to do is change the color behind the pattern so I can get some interesting effects like that. And then what I can do here is I can say, okay, maybe I want those triangles to be white, right? I'll make a solid fill, but then what I'll do is I'll right-click this layer and I'll say Create Clipping Mask. So that creates a clipping mask where it just affects the triangles. So there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do, including changing the opacity of the fill or the triangles themselves, right? So I can make a little bit of a transparency. And I can even set this to different layer modes. Sometimes that can be kind of interesting to do it as a screen back or something like that. I would say play around with this because you can have a lot of fun with the color effects. And, not only can you add color, but you could also add a gradient effect behind it if you wanted to. And there's lots of preset gradients within Photoshop that you can kind of have fun with there and add those as well. So, for example, I could create a clipping mask and add a gradient effect just to the triangles. So much fun to do. Once you have all these things kind of set the way you want, you could actually create sort of another pattern preview, right? And now we could do define pattern on this. That's going to look a little different, but what I generally like to do is create a small pattern swatch, and then I like to create custom patterns with that. I hope you have some fun with this, and I can't wait to see what you make.